Found a flat button. It's not an old one. It's 19th century. The house behind me is a federal style house that was probably built in the early 1800s. The field, I'm in a field just in front of the yard. Here's the field, but behind me is the house. And there's tons of oyster shell and brick. The property owner showed me what they've picked up along the beach in front of their house, and it's, you know, wide squat onion bottle bases and Westerwald pottery. So it's definitely early 1700s. He showed me some box full of pipe stems. Some had really large diameter bores, so kind of fits with the research I've done on the property with a 1660s patent. The property's huge. It's 800 and something acres. A lot of it runs along the Potomac River. So, and walking along the beach, there's tons of pockets of brick and oyster shell coming out of the bank. But so I'm starting right here in front of the house, and I'm just gonna work my way around the property. Just found a large piece of brass. Just a little tom bag button. Looks like it was burnt. Another silver, excuse me, another little brass cuff button. Found a two-piece eagle button, coat button. I don't know if this is Civil War or post-war. There wasn't much Civil War activity here. I mean, there wasn't any, but you know, I do find a lot of eagle buttons up here for some reason. A lot of camps, and it was the Potomac. Right across is Maryland, so there might have been, you know, little camps or something here, but there might be post-war. Another little cuff button, brass, plain face. Found a nice buckle frame, probably 1800s. I just dug another part of that buckle, which rarely happens. Just dug a nice leather ornament. Hooks up here on the top and the bottom. This is kind of a backfield to the property. What I do is I walk along the perimeter and then listen for iron, and then if I come across it, I'll try to find the heaviest source. And there's just this tiny little mound, and there's some brick, just brick and iron. But there are fresh dig holes, which sucks. But they miss stuff, so got a maybe there's more here. Fired musket ball. Anyways, I'm chasing a deep target here. I think it's deep iron. But, you know, I'm hitting some oyster shell. But I don't know if you can see this. It's a big little brass thing right here. So I'm gonna dig that out. It's big. I don't know what it is. It's like a lead pipe. Like not a pipe, but no, I mean a brass. I don't know. Let me dig it out. I don't know what this is. It definitely looks like a leg to something. But it's got some really cool marks on it. It's really cool. It's smooth on this side. You see, it's kind of rounded. It's old. It was down about 18 inches or so. Really neat. If anybody knows what it is, oh, it's got some words on it, actually. How about that? Look, it's got letters, S-I-H. At least that's what it looks like. Oh no, it says this, T-H-I-S. I'll have to clean this up. I'll have to find out. You see it? Dug another monster musket ball. It's huge. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the end of a spoon. It's pretty thin. Well, I wish it was whole, but it's not. Another pewter or Latin spoon handle. Just dug an early buckle. Found a nice buckle frame. This little hillside, it's a pretty substantial brick and iron patch, but it's definitely been dug. I even see some fresh dig holes, but they miss some stuff, so maybe there's a cob in here somewhere. Found another buckle frame piece. A little design on it. I found this glass. It's blue. Well, it may have been just some black glass in a fire or something. Just dug a rosette. Dug another early buckle here, one of the little ones. Crap. A flat button. The sun's going down. So I gotta get out of here. So I'm leaving, and all along that tree line there's a slight rise, and that's where I just was digging. There's tons of iron and brick over there, and then I walked, kind of across the field and hit another brick and iron patch. I haven't dug it yet, and now I'm walking out, and there's another large brick and iron patch here. So I mean, it's early. I was digging some 1600 stuff, early 1700s over there, and this field lines up with the patent, the 1660s patent that I overlaid for the property owner. This is just this one field. She owns another 600 acres that make up another patent on the other side of that tree line. So, but unfortunately, in a week or two, this wheat's going to be knee high. So maybe I can come in between when they harvest this and plant. I guess bean they're going to plant because there's corn stubble here. So between this and the bean, maybe I can come in here one more time. But this is definitely a site for next year, and hopefully they won't plant the wheat. It's very windy out, but just got here, dug this large brass piece. It's not lead. Any ideas? I just dug a monster dandy button. Just a little design on it. But it's a big one. I mean, I'm surprised I stayed here. There's no iron whatsoever. I just see teeny little flecks of brick. But I'll just grit it out a little bit. Just dug a nice big tomback next to that last button. This is either a copper or another big tomback, and I'm thinking it's a tomback. Yeah, another tomback. Another big brass dandy button. These are big ones. Looks like a little cuff button somewhere. Somewhere. There it is. Teeny cuff button. Just in this little 3-foot area. It's amazing, there's nothing else. This place has a bunch of fields, and I'm just kind of walking the perimeter of each one looking for iron, and It's the first real little teeny iron patch I came to today. So maybe there's a coin or something in here. Another little button. I'm probably not going to film any more buttons unless it's a nice one, which this isn't. I think this is a coin. It's very thin, like a button. I mean, it might be a button. If it's a coin, I don't think I'll ever get anything off of it. But it might be a button. But ringing up high. I'm just sitting here rubbing detail off of it. Oh, it's a coin. I see some like little crosshatch. Yeah, it might be far too gone to figure it out. But it's teeny, so I don't know what it is. It's the size of a penny, but it's not a penny. It's super thin. We'll figure it out later, hopefully. I said I wasn't going to show any more buttons, but this is a very clean tomback. It's pretty neat. Just walked into this field. First target was a tack, and the next one was this little piece of lead with the little mold sprue on it. So it's a good sign. A lot of brick. I just saw something fly out of the hole. Is it a brass button? Yeah, just a little brass cuff button. Thought it was silver for a second. Just has a little silver wash on it. It's like the 5th large musket ball I dug. It's fired. This is my first target in like an hour, and it's nothing. It's a corner of a buckle. But this place has been cleaned out. I mean, the good news is there's no trash, but there's no targets either. So, but I'm gritting it tight, and nothing. Just found another buckle piece. Dug a whole bunch of buttons in this pass, and dug some lead. Just dug another big rosette.